Greetings everybody, this is me preisi and welcome back to the 6th episode of Agrarian Skies. Last episode we finished some parts of the squid farm up there. As you can see, we got some sort of walls around it so the squids don't drop all over the place, and also we built up a mob system, just a very basic one, which is working pretty good, I have to say. As you can see, we got roughly 20 mobs in there right now. But that means I have to actually change a few things because I don't want the mobs to be able to see me. So gotta do something like this, and that way I can actually hit them easier. And yeah, it should be basically easier because now they instantly die again. Also, this episode I want to start automating some of my resources and basically get some of the quests done. Okay, yeah, I need to probably whoa, that was pretty close. Okay, as you can see now. Okay, works now. Wow, that was holy. Yeah, okay. Never mind. So last episode, that stuff, and then you can fly away. And this episode, we are going to automate some resources because standing AFK or semi-AFK, right-clicking the Civ all the time just to get some basic resources, and of course mining cobblestone with a hammer just to get the gravel is very tedious and time consuming, and of course those time lapses in my opinion are not the most fun to watch. Or of course if you have to grind it yourself it's even worse. But that's why I am going to change that this episode. I'm going to build something to make this easier, to not have the need to basically go AFK all the time. Oh well, I don't want to go AFK anyways, because that would be very inefficient. But to begin with, last episode I completely forgot that I got a reward back, a greater one, so I'm gonna open that. And we got some mutton jerky, bacon jerky. Yeah, not really the best thing, but actually better than nothing. And to begin with, I'm going to do a few things. First, I'm going to get rid of the autonomous activator up here because this was placed temporary anyways. And I'm also going to start... Wait, is there Resonant Ender? Oh, Enderman jumped into here. Wow. I'm going to empty out the smeltery here. And I'm also going to... Wait, where's my cobblestone? Actually, let me mine a few pieces. I'm going to probably prepare some more resources. For example, I need a tiny little bit of lava to fill up the smeltery with some more fuel. And I'm just going to cook everything I have so I can craft some more stuff. And I'm just going to process this off camera this time because it's probably very boring to watch, as I said before. And then we'll cease right again. Okay, and I'm back, and I pretty much prepared everything to process, and I came up with a different idea because I already mentioned a few episodes ago that the casting table plus the cast here, the ingot cast, is very good for the beginning when you only have a few resources, but when you have like blocks and blocks of stuff that you want to cast or get out of the smeltery, then you probably want to use a cast and basin because that's way quicker. And that's why I'm going to make this here. also on camera. And as you can see, I got 28 blocks of iron. And I can simply get that into that casting basin. I only have to click once, or actually twice, to also clear out the casting basin again. And this is in total pretty much more efficient, more time efficient way to handle the resources, because now I got a block of iron and I can simply do the following, and it's just way more convenient process that way, you know. So I'm gonna continue with this and we'll see this again in a bit. And I'm back. Got pretty much all resources processed. Now there's only a few things that are left, but I don't think I really want to do that now, because that would be actually more time consuming, since I don't get my 2 blocks of metal. The only thing that's left is like those 2 blocks of copper. And this is what I got so far, so I think that's quite a decent amount. And sadly I can't yet go the power route I wanted to go initially. Squid power, so to say, with the ink sacs that are getting produced by this monstrosity over here. Well, what I actually wanted to do there is basically the following. There is something called a bioreactor added by Mindfactory Reloaded, this thing over here. And you can supply it with dyes or any other organical materials. For example, I think saplings, seeds and all that, it works as far as I remember. And of course you need some plastic sheets, which I don't have yet, but that wouldn't be the worst problem. My problem is the slime ball. I need at least 2 vanilla slime balls or any other similar, well, products. And that's the thing I can't get yet. Would have been able to get it if I would have taken a different reward. I think back here somewhere. I can't really remember. Oh yeah, over here, if I would have taken the slimy sapling. But I don't think that really matters, because we're going to get it sooner or later anyways. So that doesn't really matter. But I'm just going to go the, well, I'd say normal lava power route, which is of course not very creative, but I mean it works for the beginning. I just want to get stuff going. So there's one last thing I have to do, and that is extend the area down there, the platform that I want to use. And then I can actually already start building this thing. I have some, well, very basic design in mind that I'm probably going to use. And I guess I'm going to just extend this thing, and we'll see this again in a bit. Here I am again. Small platform is done building, so this is how it looks like for now. Hope that's okay. Also want to quickly show you that there's quite some zombies that have accumulated in here, and that is because those are actually not normal ones. Those have either armor, or as you can see the name of them up there here in the what am I looking at tags, the Weiler mod. Those are angry zombies which have, whoa, that was actually quite scary again. Oh, and also one more thing that someone told me last episode, comments, was I'm saying some words quite often. For example, probably is a word that I like to use quite a bit. So if you realize that I'm saying something quite often, for example at the moment I think I'm saying actually very, very often, so just tell me, because I don't realize that myself, or at least not always. Oh, and I'm starving. So I can't really change anything if I don't know it, but if I know, I can do it different, which makes sense in my opinion. But just to continue here, let's get this thing going. I'm just gonna grab all the resources that I prepared up there. I'm gonna craft some stuff now. Actually, god, I almost said actually again. So I'm just gonna grab the stuff I wanted to do. I'm gonna craft the stuff together with you, which shouldn't take too long because it's pretty much all prepared already. So this thing should be just about empty. So I'm gonna grab this and this. I think I need some lead, some silver. Invar is something I need quite a bit of. Oh, and just to show you, well, I don't know how to say, the ore dictionary is still not very good. Or I mean, it's a good thing in total because I can use same named ingots for. All the ingots are named the same, but they have different textures and all that. For example, copper. Where's copper? I don't know where it is. Never mind. So let's grab the glass over here. What I need now is at least one pulverizer, which is this thing over here. So for that I'm going... Do I not have the aluminum with me? Oh no, I don't. So as you can see, I get quite a bit of aluminium that I don't really need for anything. So I'm gonna use the aluminum recipes for the machine frames. And also I have to grab at least one piece of redstone for the piston. So let's grab that. Oh yeah, if I don't have any wood, this probably won't work. Also I need at least a few pieces of cobblestone. And there's actually one more thing that I'm missing, and that is a bit of redstone, because I only have one redstone left now and I need at least 2 more. But I can actually at least already craft my beloved pulverizer. And for that I'm going to use those copper ingots. So got the pulverizer now. So autonomous activator, pulverizer, the crucibles, the sieve, meant to say. Then I got my fluid ducts over here, which are also very important. And then now I got the choice. Either I'm going to use the magmatic engines, which are slightly more efficient because they use less lava to generate power, but as you can see I need 3 redstone and quite a bit of invar. 3 plus 4 plus 4, so I need 11 invar in total, 2 iron and 1 silver. Or instead of that I could use the lava generator, which only requires 2 redstone, but instead of that quite a bit of gold, block of iron, which is actually very expensive, and then a pretty cheap furnace. So considering the expenses that I have here, like the amount of items that I need just to get a lava generator going, I'm probably going to go the other route, the route with the invar. So the magmatic generator, just to name it. So I just need to grab 2 more pieces of redstone, and for that I have to actually grind tiny little bit more resources dust wise, because redstone is something I get from grinding dust. I get one approximately every 7th piece. So I'm just gonna grab like another, I don't know, 20 dust, and then we'll see again in a bit. Okay, the luck doesn't seem to be on my side today. I had to sieve 40 pieces of dust in order to get 3 pieces of redstone. But now I got that, I can make myself the magmatic dynamo pretty easily. So redstone transmission coil, and then magmatic dynamo. Nothing easier than that. Then I also need one igneous extruder. One more of those. So I actually need one more piece of redstone, so I didn't count that out again. I'm sorry for that, so be back in a second. And here I am again, another 30 pieces of dust later, well, blocks of dust. And let me craft that stuff very quickly. I only need one of those pneumatic servos. One more of those blocks. And apparently I don't have enough glass anymore, which is another derp up from my side. But that shouldn't be the worst part. I mean, it's pretty much just 2 pieces of gravel hammered down with the annoying stone hammer. And then one more piece of plank. And one more plank. And come on, come on. Is there anything I can craft in the meanwhile? No, I can't. But I know one thing for sure, and that is that I want to use those tin ingots because I have more of these ones. So that results in me having less inventory issues after using those. Oh god, no. Wow, me encountering today, that's, I don't know. Sorry for me derping around like crazy. It's just, this is like one day I got free from school now because I'm still in the middle of the finals, and now the part for the ones that I have to write is over. The last of them are only colloquial, so I have to speak, and that's why I don't really have any lessons in school anymore, at least for the next few days. And I don't know. Where did I put the piston? Did it end up in here somewhere? Oh, yeah. Didn't even craft it yet. Again, another major derp. So let's get that going. It's quite nice, so I don't need to go to school or anything for the next few days, which is, I don't know, different. I'm not used to it really. It's like you have your daily routine, and now you basically don't anymore. But I have to say it's quite nice. It's like no need to go to the unnecessary boring subjects that I didn't like anyways. For example, German was such a subject, we didn't really learn anything there, at least in my opinion, and all that. But anyway, got everything I need now, at least as far as I can see, as far as I can tell. There's one last thing that I completely forgot up there, and that is a piece of water, a bucket of water. So you are going to fall. Hope you die. Maybe he even drops an ender pearl. That would be quite cool. Then I could actually just finish one more quest right away. But we'll see in a second as soon as we are down there. And that's going to be sped up a bit. No, I don't really want to risk anything. Okay, he dropped one. Cool. That's going to be helpful. And what I want to do now is set a basic, very, very basic structure. Maybe right over here into this direction. And that's going to look like this, at least a bit. Going to have my autonomous activator right here facing into this block. Right clicking the sieve that I left up there, so I'm gonna grab that in a minute. and then up here we're going to have some, whoa, sorry for the small lag spike, going to have some water on top of there, going on top of a hopper, which will stick right in my head block, in my head, and then I got double chest down here, which should be stable, pretty stable actually. Oh, and I did say it again, I'm really sorry. It's like, I'm saying that quite too often. Bad, it's very bad behavior from my side. And then I want this autonomous activator to be fed by this pulverizer, which I'm going to stick right here. And this is going to output, actually, let's get rid of all the outputs, to the left into this block, and we're going to input from the top, I'd say. I'm going to stick this guy here with a piece of lava and or bucket of lava, bucket of water, and let's get rid of all those outputs except for the one below. But we want to add one to the right hand side because I want to, whoa, again, that is getting more and more scary. I want to have some very, very basic power, maybe right over here. 2 of those, so I need to get rid of 2 blocks right there, and I need a bit more lava, which I'm going to grab up there, then I can actually already get the sieve and bring that with me. And I could have already placed a magmatic dynamo, but I didn't yet because I forgot. Come on, need to be faster. I'll grab that bucket of water over here, the sieve from here. Oops. A stack of cobble. Oh wait, not 2, just 1. Stack of cobble. Let's fill this up again while we're at it. And my food. And so just so you can see, I'm going to sleep. And yes, you saw my second account. Well, not my second account, it's my brother's account, but I'm using it to record. Saw the nickname again. So if you see that one, that might be me. Just trying, I don't know, trying to be anonym. Okay. Well. Okay, so now let's place the sieve right here. I forgot the wood for the chests and the hopper again, but that shouldn't be that bad. Now I can already place a bucket of lava in here, crucible on top, and I'll stick a bit of lava in there. And actually this piece of lava is, this cobblestone block is good on that spot because then I can't fall into the lava. Might actually save my life sometime. And now I have to put in the blocks from the top on top of the crucible, so this is going to change this to back like this, so it will output stuff to the back down here into those 2 crucibles, which I'm going to place, which I'll place. And then I want to get some levers, just like this. And this Enderman is getting more and more scary. Like this. I'm going to activate those right away. And I actually need something that I don't have yet. And that is crescent hammer. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce it. There it is. Ah, that way. That's how it's written. It's only 3 iron and 1 tin. I can make quite a lot of those, but I only need 1 really, so let's get that going. And this should... no, didn't create a piece of source block yet. So I'm just gonna go up, get the hopper, put away all the metals that I have in my inventory because I don't want to die with them on me, and then we'll see this again in a bit. Okay, got everything ready now. There's only one last thing that I completely forgot before, even though I've mentioned it already, and that is at least 1 item duct. And since I don't have the possibility or the ability to make a hardened piece of hardened glass yet, because I need an induction smelter and pulverize some obsidian and smelt it together with some lead to get hardened glass, I don't have that possibility yet, so I'm going to go with the opaque version of the item duct, which is also a bit less laggy, even though I don't really have to care about that. So I'm gonna grab 1 piece of lead, 2 tin ingots, and let's craft this together, get some item ducts. And other than that, I actually have everything ready now. Let me actually check. No, I can't take that with me, doesn't matter. I'm just going to take a slightly longer amount of time, but as I said before, it doesn't really matter. And I saw something fell down over there, or am I just hallucinating right now? Also, infinite water source right here, just in case I need it, so I don't need to go around all the time. There we go, got a source block. So we're going to replace this one over here. So we have in total way better heat source, and we don't need to rely on torches or anything, which is really, really, well, less efficient. Then we're going to right click those parts of the fluid ducts that are connecting to the crucibles. So as you can see, we got this reddish thing now, which is kind of like an arrow pointing towards the pipe in this direction. And now as you can see, there's lava in it already. And now just to further automate this, I'm going to place down item ducts, and I want to get rid of this connection over there because that's pretty much unwanted. This should accept items, and now we should see cobblestone getting filled into those crucibles in any second. And there we go. Works out just fine. So since I don't have any more redstone, I didn't want to grind it myself to get redstone energy conduits, because I need 6 redstone in total per 6 redstone energy conduits. I didn't want to do that, so I'm just going to stick the magmatic dynamo directly next to this thing. And there we go, we got some basic power thanks to lava. This thing should be pulverizing now, pulverizing cobble, and it should slowly but surely speed up because it's getting more and more energy. And the energy should land into the, not the energy, but the cobblestone, which is getting pulverized, will get turned into gravel, and the gravel will be put into the autonomous activator, which will right click the oak sieve with creating resources. And now the only thing I need to do is connect it to this output over here, And before I derped up again, I actually had to hop in my inventory already, but I just didn't realize it. And now all I need to do is place down a bucket of water so the stuff is getting collected, and I'm actually, just to be sure, extend the walls up here one more block so the items don't jump out or get ejected. On top there, creating lag and making everything inefficient. So now we get a somewhat automated system, and actually already finished this quest over here. I didn't finish this one over here, but you can't see it anyways yet because I need the... Wait, I had the autonomous activator already. Why is it not checked? Well, oh god, gotta make a second one of those so this quest is done, apparently. And also the vacuum hopper, which is not that bad to craft. I just need a piece of obsidian now, which should be doable, since when this thing is going to fill up, which it should sooner or later, because as you can see at the beginning I had about 400 millibuckets in there, and now this is staying quite constant and rising a tiny little bit, about 10 millibuckets every second. I should sooner or later have enough lava. Igneous extruder is also keeping up with the pulverizer, and since it's full I can also tell that it's keeping up with my magma crucibles, or my crucibles over here, which is good. So I think this is actually a good start for now, because now I don't need to grind any of the resources myself. Of course I still need to get a bit more of some of the resources that I need to grind myself. For example, this is not automated redstone production yet, nor sand, because when you look at sand, what you can do with sand, and I look at this here, so I can't get any ancient spore sets, which I will need to get in, well, in the sooner future anyways. So this is actually quite important for me still, but I don't have any of those yet. Then also, all these seeds are not very important, I have that already. Sawdust quartz is quite important for me. That's of course my way to get to applied logistics. And the rest is not really interesting. Instead of that, interesting is if I look at dust. Where's my dust? Just the normal dust. Oh, there it is. So when I sieve that, I get blaze powder, which might be interesting for now because I don't have a lot of ways to fight blazes, since I don't really want to go into the nether yet because it's a trap. Redstone is the most important thing here, and glowstone, at least for now. And that's about it already, so I need to at least get some of it myself. And here I want to go with the round robin use, I think. But I guess that's already going to be it for today, so whoa. Oh, you see? Did you see that? One bucket of lava already. Awesome. So I hope this is okay. The video was entertaining enough for you. If so, tell me what you liked. If not, tell me what you disliked. But as always, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Bye bye.